It's neat to share this life, love, and music together, to not go through life just by yourself, and to know that your music has changed the world. I'm Brooke.
And I'm Darin Aldridge, and this is our Bluegrass Story.
I just wanted to sing. That's all I'd ever heard my whole life was, you're going to go to Nashville and that's all you need to do. Go to Nashville and you're going to make it, So that, in my mind, this little country girl, that's what I always thought. But of course, that's not the case. We all know that. In high school, I sang the national anthem for all of our basketball, football, all those kinds of games. I played a lot of sports myself as well. So of course, once they realized that I sang the national anthem, they would have me do that. My community and school continued to push that in me. I knew at some point that I really did want to pursue music and not have to go to college, but I'm glad that I did, just because if the music thing never works out, you always have something to fall back on. I was just like, I really just want to sing. But I don't know, at this point, my parents didn't really know what else to do for me beyond a certain age, and the singing competitions and things, you can only do so many of those as you get older. So it was just kind of like, where do I go from here? I did try out for American Idol. I did Nashville Star when that was around. And those things were great stepping stones and learning experiences for me. But, it wasn't anything that helped, boost my career in the singing world like I wanted it to. So, and that was okay. It was a good, like I said, learning experience, if nothing else. Darin and I were both coming out of relationships when we first met. I was still kind of holding on to one. Me and a guy that I went to church with started a group called Pure Heart. And so we did a lot of churches and things like that. Well, Darin happened to come into the picture one day. We had emailed back and forth because I knew his family and they knew me. And I was just asking him questions about the music business. He came to fill in with these guys because he knew them from like Spigma and IBMA, of course. And he knew about me, so he wanted to meet me. He had that intention all along, I don't know that it was actually to play with us, but it was definitely to meet me. And he says from the first moment that he heard me sing, he knew that he wanted to sing with me. We got to do that at a church, I guess it was in 2006 for the first time, and it was just like instant chemistry as far as our singing goes. Just to know that he saw something in me, just like so many people in my life had before, that I guess I never had really thought about it until I met him and really began to believe in myself a little bit more, that maybe I did have a shot at a music career. So we had a lot of the same goals and ambitions, and his musical background, I knew he had a lot of experience in the business, so I knew that I needed somebody in my life like that, and little did I know that it would turn into a relationship and later on a marriage, but I'm glad that it did. It's been an incredible journey.
Brooke and I said we'd prayed for each other for a long time before we met, and our families helped put us together, all from Avery County, and it was quite special getting to meet her and getting to perform with her the first couple times. We started dating, and I couldn't ask for a better partner in business, a better marriage partner, and someone to sing with every night than Brooke. Charlie Waller's D45. Well, in 1999, I got a job with the Country Gentleman, and I played with him until Charlie passed away in late August 2004. So I was kind of Charlie's right-hand man there for changing strings and making sure it's in tune and helping him get it to the stage if he carried two. And so I got to know this old box quite a bit during that time. And I hadn't seen the guitar in quite some time, so it's very special to pull it out of the case. But looking at it, I was probably the last one to string it. This was one of Charlie's main acts. He got it in the 80s, middle 80s. I think it's a 1983 D45. And he had another guitar with his name in it. It was, I think, in mid-30s, 1936, D28 herringbone. And then he got this one and started playing it. And of course, he loved Tank Snow and liked the D45 style of guitar, and got his name put in this one to take out and preserve his old 30s herringbone.
Tap my boots to blue suede shoes, and you love Lucy and Dandy Griffith too. I show up early, but that's how I was raised to be. I guess old-fashioned never gets old to me.
You wear a necktie with your iron cotton shirt, and I wear dresses for Sunday morning church. You drive me crazy, still I wouldn't change a thing. I guess old-fashioned never gets old to me. We still sit down at the table, bow our heads because we're grateful. We stand up when we hear oh say, can you see?
Well, I'm your man,
And I'm your woman.
and I'm still holding your door open.
Old-fashioned
Never gets old to me.
You ask my daddy before you ask me to wear that ring. I'm proud to wear it and carry your last name. We made a promise, one we know we're gonna keep, because old-fashioned never gets old to me. We still sit down at the table, bow our heads because we're grateful. We stand up when we hear oh say, can you see?
Well, I'm your man,
And I'm your woman.
and I'm still holding your door open.
Old-fashioned
Never gets old to me.
because old-fashioned
Never gets old
to me.
Oh, we love the
That's right.
old-fashioned.
Horses, bourbon, and the great outdoors. That's Kentucky. Original, majestic, and wide open. In one day, visit legendary distilleries, explore horse country, or put on your hiking shoes and get out there. This is Kentucky. Come see for yourself. Plan your road trip at KentuckyTourism.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Dan Tominski. My favorite magazine is Bluegrass Unlimited. It can be yours too.
Get your subscription to Bluegrass Unlimited, the monthly print publication of bluegrass music since 1966. Bluegrass Unlimited includes feature articles on bluegrass history and tradition, current artists and bands, and so much more. Subscribe today online at bluegrassunlimited.com. And if you subscribe today using code My Bluegrass Story, you'll save 15% of the regular subscription rate.
The Bluegrass Music Hall of Fame and Museum, located in beautiful Owensboro, Kentucky, is your destination for bluegrass music. With interactive exhibits, you'll learn about the early innovators of the music, like Bill Monroe and Flatt & Scruggs. But you'll also discover the artists of today who are following in their footsteps. But that's just the beginning. Experience the music behind the exhibits by playing music in our pick-and parlor and by enjoying a live show in our beautiful theater. Appearing soon at the Hall of Fame, Darin Brooke Aldridge on April 23rd, Daly and Vincent on May 6th, and Dan Tominski on May 14th. Use the promo code on your screen to save on concert tickets at bluegrasshall.org. And when visiting the Bluegrass Music Hall of Fame and Museum, be sure to check out the exhibit highlighting the artists featured on the television show My Bluegrass Story. Plan your trip to Owensboro, Kentucky today and discover your bluegrass story. Learn more at bluegrasshall.org.
Darin is really good, apparently, at playing, and so he's a great accompanist. And he throws in those ideas for certain songs sometimes too. He'll tell me what he wants to write about, or things that he's got on his mind. A billboard maybe he saw riding down the road, and we'll sit down together and kind of come up with a story behind that. We like to do a lot of co-writing with other folks as well, just because it brings in different ideas and different outlooks on whatever it is we're talking about. But Darin is perfect at creating some kind of melody that neither of us have really ever heard. He loves the beautiful melodies, and that's, I think, what I love about him too, is his playing is so tasteful. And so when he adds that to a song, it really makes that song come to life. I think it's the story, it's how what the song tells about. If it doesn't tell a good story, I don't think people can relate to it necessarily. So, to pull on those heartstrings, it's important that you get that when you're writing a song. And whenever we're listening to music, if it talks about love or couples or life in general and what you get to experience in life, we like songs about nature, just anything that's simple but still tells a beautiful story. We look for songs like that.
For a storm, I'll be your Emmanuel, I'll be your June, if you'll be my Graham and my Johnny too. No, I'm not asking much of you, just sing, little darling, sing with me.
In the heart of bluegrass country, on the banks of the Ohio River, there's a place where healthcare is different, where it's woven into the very fabric of our local communities, where doctors practice more than medicine. They practice living. Here, everyone cares for the patient and treats them like a neighbor, because they are one. This place is called Owensboro Health, where a healthier community is what we do.
There's a city where a river of music flows, where you're invited to discover its deep roots in bluegrass music and heritage and harmonies converge. It's a community that's just like the music it's home to, welcoming and authentic. This is Owensboro, Kentucky. This is the bluegrass music capital of the world.
On June 22nd to 25th, 2022, Romp Festival takes place in Owensboro, Kentucky. Produced by the Bluegrass Music Hall of Fame and Museum, Romp features 4 days of music, camping, jamming, and much more. Immerse yourself in bluegrass music by experiencing live performances from over 25 artists. Plan your trip to Romp Festival in Owensboro, Kentucky on June 22nd to 25th, 2022. More information about Romp can be found at rompfest.com.
We actually wrote a song during the pandemic called the Grand Ole Circle. The Grand Ole Opry has always been a beacon of hope, in the most troubling of times, and really could make somebody, that was depressed or, feeling down and out, you could turn that radio on every Saturday night and hear the Grand Ole Opry and just feel uplifted. So today, standing in the room where we were at with all the plaques in there and thinking about, it's kind of full circle moment, you think about all these people that you see on these plaques, and you think too, I was relating it back to the circle, standing in that wooden circle and like all the people that have been there and all the people that have brought hope to the world. That's exactly how I felt standing there and getting to stand with the person that I love so very much, singing this song and knowing that we wrote this song because of all these things that mean so much to us and the people who've inspired us. And we remember seeing on the Opry as kids, and some of those are still with us. So the song, it made a little bit more, it kind of came to life a little bit more today, I think, when we were actually getting to sing it in this room.
Stage in 1974, Roy Acuff helped to place it just right on the Opry floor. There's a microphone standing in the middle where the chosen get to sing. Boots and heels have walked into it, left some scuffs and scars. You can feel the ghost of Hank singing your cheating heart. It survived a flood in 2010. There's not one show where it's gone missing. That circle can't be broken. It's always there and open, with a light on it for those who sing their songs. From Bill Monroe to Ricky, to Flat and Scruggs and Minnie, 6 feet of wood, it's been there all along. God bless that Grand Ole Circle for all the years it's been, for dreamers just like us who stand in. We saw it from the wings behind the ropes and were amazed at all the stars that it held up. Never thought there'd be a day that we'd walk into that circle and hear Eddie Stubbs call our names. The circle can't be broken. It's always there and open, with a light on it for those who sing their songs. From Marty, Vince, and Patty, the Tater, George, and Tammy, 6 feet of wood, it's been there all along. God bless that Grand Ole Circle for all the years it's been. It will always be there. It'll live on and on. Other dreamers will stand on it long after we're gone. That circle can't be broken. It's always there and open, with a light on it for those who sing their songs. Whispering Bill and Jeannie Seeley, Loretta, Dolly, Emmy, 6 feet of wood, it's been there all along. God bless that grand old circle for all the years it's been, for dreamers just like us to stand in, for all the years it's been, for dreamers just like us to stand in.
Well, it's an awesome experience to get to sing in that room and to look around at all the plaques on the wall and all the greats that's on the wall and people that I've learned from, became friends with, and get to travel with and sing, and then to be in the presence and do the type of song that we did, talking about all the stars and all the people that paved the way throughout the circle song that Brooke and I wrote. It's very special.
The Bluegrass Music Hall of Fame and Museum, located in beautiful Owensboro, Kentucky, is your destination for bluegrass music. With interactive exhibits, you'll learn about the early innovators of the music, like Bill Monroe and Flatt & Scruggs, but you'll also discover the artists of today who are following in their footsteps. But that's just the beginning. Experience the music behind the exhibits by playing music in our pick-and parlor and by enjoying a live show in our beautiful theater. Appearing soon at the Hall of Fame, Darin Brooke Aldridge on April 23rd, Daly and Vincent on May 6th, and Dan Tominski on May 14th. Use the promo code on your screen to save on concert tickets at bluegrasshall.org. And when visiting the Bluegrass Music Hall of Fame and Museum, be sure to check out the exhibit highlighting the artists featured on the television show My Bluegrass Story. Plan your trip to Owensboro, Kentucky today and discover your bluegrass story. Learn more at bluegrasshall.org.
American Patriot Getaways has cabin rentals in Gatlinburg for any group size or budget. From a romantic studio for 2 to a 13-bedroom chalet, we can help you make memories any time of year. Break away from the everyday and take in the fresh mountain air from our cabin rentals in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. Enjoy luxurious amenities like a steamy hot tub, exciting game room, breathtaking views, or even a private indoor pool. Find your favorite cabin rentals in Gatlinburg today.
A festival's like going to a family reunion in the bluegrass world, and I love that about it because I've always been so family oriented. I've been so close to my parents and my sisters, and so to go to these things and have somebody come up and get to know you over the course of time and say, you know, come over to our RV or come over to, you know, our hotel room. We're going to feed you guys. We brought food. You know, so that just opens the door right there to a great friendship, and you know that people really want to take care of you and look out for you while you're out there doing what you love and making them feel better.
If I wasn't all you wanted, if I wasn't even close, I only hope that I've let you smile, maybe more than once in a while.
It's been an incredible journey, and I've just always been supported by so many people who wanted to see me, you know, do well. So it means a lot. It really does. To see that in the light that I look at it in today, it's just, it's very sweet, and it's very humbling to me because I just, like I said, I never thought I would get to do the things that I once dreamed of.
More than once in a while.